Hey guys, welcome back to FireStar Custom. So today I am sharing with you a FireStar Custom Statue that I just finished up, and this was actually made from a Sideshow Collectibles Phoenix statue with a Troy Mcdivot Wonder Woman ornament head. Troy had these heads up at the Jersey Fest show, I think about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. And when I saw the Wonder Woman head, I loved it a lot, and I knew it was in scale with a lot of like these 1/4 scale statues. So I picked up the head and I had it sitting around for a while. And I was going to use this statue actually for a personal project, because this actually was a damaged Phoenix statue I got from somebody. The arms was broken off, the leg was broken, the head was kind of a little bit mangled, and the base was, I think, destroyed, so I didn't even really want the base. So I had this item sitting around for a while, and I was actually going to make I think it's a Zatanna from Doctor Strange. If you play Marvel Future Fight, Zatanna is on there, or Zatanna, I'm not really sure. I get them mixed up with the DC Zatanna. And basically, she's in a red leathery outfit. She's got these 2 horns and white hair. And it would have been like a really cool item to make out of that character. Like she's actually coming from a fire pit. And it was something I was going to do myself, but it just never came to be. So somebody I do work for contacted me and they said, you know, they really want a FireStar statue. Do you have any ideas of what would be good? We did a lot of brainstorming. And I said, you know, I do have a, Phoenix body, and I do have this head. I mean, do you want to try to go that route? So after a little bit of talking, we said, okay, let's do it. So I actually did this on live stream. So if you watch my live streams, you get to see like how this came to be from almost start to finish. I did a lot of this work, mostly on live stream, especially the hair. The mask I did off stream. The outfit I did a lot on stream. The first layer of the gloves I did pretty much, I think I did the gloves off stream because it was just, really detailed work I couldn't really show. I kind of worked on the base on stream, so that's the whole idea, is just show people like how these things work live and how much goes into it. Plus people got to see and like kind of did some feedback, and it was a fun series. So this really was a lot of fun, this project, between live streaming and just kind of coming up with it. So we'll get a little bit closer, we'll kind of go over some of the stuff. So as you can see, this is the head from Troy Mcdivot. Now his head was a little bit rough though, so I actually did a lot of putty work and I fine-tuned it as much as I could. And then I actually attached it to the whole body. I had to resculpt the neck because the Phoenix body doesn't have all that detail, so I had to work all that in. The mask is kind of like a throwback to the cartoon, the way that her mask was in the cartoon, and I had to kind of design it in a way where it wouldn't snap or break. So I actually pretty much attached it on. And Troy actually sculpted the eyes, which is kind of different for once. The eyes are actually sculpted in there. So basically it was just a matter of painting those in. And then of course I gave her a nice little cleavage, because why not show a little bit of more skin than just a head. Just to have a little bit of fun with it. Now on live stream I did sculpt the hair. So the hair is all sculpted from scratch, and that was a lot of fun. It's just a matter of building layers and just building and building and building. And it worked out pretty well. And then as far as her outfit, it's a very simple outfit. It's really nothing complex, really. She's basically in a yellow spandex outfit, and she's got these sort of like orange to red flame gloves and boots. That's pretty much who she is. Now, as far as those gloves, I wanted to break up the outfit a little bit more. So you can see her outfit's got like that spandex look. It's got a little bit of sheen to it because it's got a little bit of pearls into it. But her gloves, I wanted to give it more of a leather look. I really wanted to give it texturized and break it up, because I figure she's got a nice cool spandex look, but the gloves are leathered. So instead of making them just like orange and red and just with a shade, I textured it up and had some fun. So that's kind of what I went with that route. Now hopefully in the camera you can see it's not just yellow. There is some oranges in there. There is some shading. So it doesn't, it's not just purely just yellow, and it's not any browns in there really. It's just more orangey because she's a fire character. So you really don't want to throw like a lot of browns and yellow. It'll just muddy it up. Her hair, as you can see, the hair's got a nice little bit of orangey, redhead look to it. Some highlights here and there, as you can see. And a little bit of pearls in there to make it pop a little bit. So it worked out pretty well. There we go, a nice little booty shot for you, which is a great part of the statue. And as you can see down here, pretty much the same thing with the boots. And I like the idea of just kind of making them really dirty. It's just having fun with it and not trying to overthink it. Now, if you watch my live streams, I kind of explain the base a little bit. If you work on a custom statue or any kind of statue, you can go crazy. I mean, you can really sit there and, you know, you can sculpt flames, and then you can make a mold of it, and you can do it in clear resin, and you can put LEDs in there, and you're unlimited to what you can do. But the problem is time, labor, and funds. That's the issues. You know, sculpting flames would work out fine, but then you have to design it in a way where you can cut it into pieces, and then you have to make a mold, and then you have to do it in clear resin, and that keeps going up and up and up as far as funds. I mean, you could spend up to upwards of like $600 on just materials alone to make a really elaborate base. So what I came up with is I just basically made a generic, you know, base. First I made this little circle over here, but she was too top heavy. So I put that circle in a bigger tin, and then I poured resin in there. So I actually made a two-layered thing of resin. So this way it holds her up. And all this clear resin in here is actually just, I think it's SH Figure Arts. You can actually get this stuff off of eBay. It's for, like, you know, anime toys. You put them around your characters. And basically all you could do is just take this stuff, chop it up, use glues and A's and stuff, and hit it with some paints, and you get a basic base that is not spending crazy amounts of money. You know, it works out fine. It's fairly simple. That's the whole idea with the item. We wanted to give her the idea that she is a fire character, but we didn't want to go crazy with an elaborate base that takes up way more room than the character. That's the idea. And for a little bit of an added bonus, because of that clear resin stuff, I pretty much cut it off. And what I did is I used some epoxy. I put a dab of a little bit of red paint in it, and I put some of that epoxy on her hand, and I put the clear resin there. And it looks like flame is coming out of her hand. So it actually matches the base, and it matches her hand. It's very simple, and you don't have to go crazy spending crazy amounts of money, and you make sort of a flame item. So stuff like that is pretty fun to do. Let's see, we could show you the other hand as well, as you can see. So it's basically just cutting it out, measuring it, sanding it down, put it, you know, getting it situated. And it looks like, I like the idea of flame characters. It's coming out of the palm. Something a little bit different than the whole hands enveloped in flame. It looks like she can actually throw fireballs, and, you know, it's something different, and it's simple. That's what I came up with. So that is the whole FireStar. I mean, it's a really great item. I think Sideshow Phoenix statues are really great. I just didn't like the idea that the base took up like 3 times the space of the figure. But if you take the figure off and you make a simpler base, you got something really cool. And that is the FireStar. So hopefully you guys were around for the live streams. They were a lot of fun. I'm glad a lot of people came in to check them out. I'll probably be doing this more often now, where I grab a character, whether it's something for myself, whether it's for a client, or it's something I'm just doing for fun. We'll do live streams of those specific characters so you guys can see what's going on and go over everything. But other than that, that is FireStar. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.